for now. Titus en route to Point Beta.
You will need to rotate the small replica of the obelisk. But be warned, it will hurt.
Not as much as it will hurt the treacherous bastards out there. Pain deepens devotion. I will gladly volunteer.
Go well, brothers.
Greetings, brothers, and welcome to another episode of Space Marine 2. I am Cobalt Thorium. I feel like we're getting towards the end here. I'm actually kind of tempted to grab this las fusel.
Very good.
We can always use the heavy bolt pistol as our primary. It'll give us something to use against bosses.
Brothers!
Titus, the heretics are seething from the blow you just dealt them.
Until 3 more before the night is through. Your worthless life is ended.
This is a good opportunity to try the las fusel. That didn't work. Didn't even shoot.
I have slain a town.
Okay, so that's what you have to do.
Another automaton.
That colossal demon holds our forces.
What exactly are we doing with these obelisks? The Aurora device opens a rift to the Imperium.
A gateway.
These smaller obelisks appear to be the keys to that gate. We turn the keys and lock the gate. Exactly. Through this door, brothers. Go!
So I've never really seen in a video game Space Marines fighting Tzeentch's forces before. It's like it is kind of the least interesting of the Chaos Gods. Well, I should say interesting, because I mean that's pretty damn interesting. But like, it's definitely the least clearly defined of the Chaos Gods. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's not as nasty as like Nurgle or as debauched as Slaanesh. Like, as violent as Horn. Like, the badness of Tzeentch is a lot more, it's more difficult to grasp.
Loading fresh magazine.
It's not obvious at all. It's just like, oh yeah, stuff changes and it can be weird. It's like, well, it's not really all that crazy, warp chaosy. I don't know. Attention. Oop, it looks like other teams are defeating their particular keys here. Switching them around.
See how it writhes in agony. Through left. Talassa, report.
This is Straben. It is done.
May the Emperor bless you, Straben.
I am but a lightning rod for his will.
You may rejoin the main effort.
Drive the blade in deep. Assassin out.
Nice. I do like how it's very much implied by these other strike teams and stuff that go off. Like, we're not doing everything in this story, unlike in Space Marine 1, where it was just like, you were the prime mover, and really the only mover.
The amount of deceased on Timerium is currently 91,600,452,023. The amount of deceased on Timerium is currently 91,600,900,471. The amount of deceased on Timerium is currently 91,601,000,000.
Is he just gonna repeat this forever? It's not.
The amount of deceased on Timerium is currently... The amount of deceased on Timerium is... The amount of deceased on Timerium is currently not 9...
It's a lot of deceased on one planet. I mean, it is a tomb world, or a burial world, I believe. But it is also a tomb world. Like, the Space Marines are not the only one who decided to bury their dead here. Although, are the Necrons really dead?
Terminators. They have destroyed the bridge. Watch their fire. They have the advantage. That is Sergeant Bentian's assault squad. Their close quarter skills are truly without match. I have a route. Marking it now.
Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, this way.
This plan of yours may actually work, Gadriel. An idea is worthless without those that execute it.
I think my hearing is damaged. That sounded like humility.
Right here?
This ceremony cannot shield me from my rage. It has company. Wretched heretics.
Alright. Let's use some anti-boss weapons on these guys. Oh no. That's a little unfair.
Reloading equipment. Melter bomb deployed.
Detonated. There
Restocking.
we go. Eat that.
Recovering.
Oh, I was looking at his health, not mine. I was like, why am I not healing? It's like, wrong dude. So it's kind of a waste of some health, probably. Grab this up a little bit.
Restocking.
Grenades as well.
Deploying frag grenade. Thousand Suns lost their Hellbrute.
Titus, Decimus has a hold on the obelisk controls. Throne looks like
Going
torture,
down.
but he is holding fast.
The demon is further weakened. Meridian, how is Decimus?
I have a murderous headache, but the sight of that beast reeling is a fine tonic.
It is indeed.
Permission to join the front lines.
Granted. My thanks, brothers.
Emperor be with you. Meridian out.
One more.
So I did enjoy very much having this las fusil or whatever it's called, something that can actually chip away at bosses. Can actually put a dent in their armor. So I think I'm going to keep it around for a little while. Our heavy bolter, for the most part, is actually pretty effective. Jeez. Another one. Nice.
Where are the traitors?
They are everywhere. Honored brother, join us, and you may sate your rage and aid our cause.
Lead me to the slaughter.
Onward.
Data slates. Grenades would be good too.
Vile sons of Magnus. Is he here?
He is not.
Pity. Then my hatred must be directed at his minions.
Special tactics ready.
How do you through? Or does he have to go through? Clear the path. Dragon's here. What happened?
Holy terror. We have our chance. Go!
It just exploded. I have no idea what just happened. If that was a bug or what. Still having a dreadnought on our side. It's kind of fun. Each of us take turns.
Yes, my lord.
Resist, brothers. He's badass, jeez. Are we going into the warp? Withstand and overcome the chaos invasion. Into the warp we go, perhaps. I don't think I've ever seen that before in a Space Marine game. Heck, I don't know if I've really even seen any games.
Where is Lord Kauka?
It was a trap.
Perhaps.
Is this the Imperium?
If it is, we must move quickly.
To where?
We must find Calgar.
Oh, it's weird looking. It's all kind of...
will is inescapable. Even now we walk upon ancient paths, laid out for us before the first mortal drew breath. Come to me, brothers, that you may fulfill your final duties.
It's gonna turn out that like Calgar is like the main villain here, and he like traveled back in time, and after he got all warped and stuff. I should be trying to not rushing through this, but actually enjoy the scenery a little.
Our brothers. I hear them.
Do not trust your senses.
It is different than I
Cheap
expected.
tricks. Lord Calgar left you to rot in the Death Watch for a century, Brother Titus.
Coward! Cease cowering behind illusions.
Make a bulwark of your hatred, brothers.
I smell fear.
Marksman. Oculus. Instigator. I don't know what we currently are wielding.
Let us get to work. This will
Let's try this,
serve
I
me
guess.
well.
We haven't used it too much. Worth putting a couple rounds through it. Just to familiarize.
Where is Lord Calgar?
Guilliman's dog has been brought to heel.
Heretic! You die this day!
This is my domain. You are here by my invitation. I am offering you a chance to kneel.
Our chapter, sir, shall use your skull as a piss pot!
There's the thing.
Lord Calgar! Release him! And we shall do you the honor of ending you swiftly.
Release him. After all your efforts in bringing him to me.
Enough games! Silence this heretic.
One last dance before the strings are cut.
Boss fight.
You will soon stand at my side, boy. You will die.
Sever your head from your body.
Ow.
Brothers!
Your pathetic companions are no more.
You lie! You are no match for them, heretic! And so you deceive!
Your brothers buckle beneath the power of the war.
Titus, what happened?
Tried and failed to retain.
I have foreseen this myself. I shall leave you in.
It's a lot of eyeballs. What do we do about this guy? He's huge. got? Come on.
The Demon Lord!
Whoa. I have no idea how to dodge these things.
Go for the eye! All other attacks are useless! Reload!
I can't even see the eye, there's so much part of the eye.
Changing magazine!
Fully automatic weapon probably would have been the right idea. Come on.
The Emperor protects.
feels so slow.
Go for the eye! All other attacks are useless!
The dodge needs to go a lot further. Did we actually win? The first try? Jeez. It actually really wasn't that hard. Some of the mid-bosses were harder. I mean, I had a lot of phases, but...
We are surrounded.
Kill as many as you can, brothers!
They are mere imitations.
More trickery.
Guard yourselves.
Imbara is weakening.
That last fight will leave him reeling.
Stay together. We must find a way out.
Blasphemers.
Over there. Something is happening.
We should investigate.
Lord Calgar!
It could be another illusion.
We shall find out.
Oh, those are my guys.
Lord Calgar!
My words to you on Talasar. Speak them.
My lord!
Speak them, or be slain for an impostor.
Rules should never make a prisoner of intelligence.
Titus, it is good to see you.
Their sorcerer's power wavers. He is vulnerable.
See how his domain weakens as he does.
There is only one place left for him to hide.
Let us dig out the heretic.
Alright, fight your way to the energy stream.
We have him. There. Within the energy stream.
He prepares for another attack.
It is the artifact. It must be. There is almost limitless power within that shard.
They don't give you a chance to get up. Oh, come on.
Rise, son of Guilliman.
Don't tell me that we defeated the ultimate bad guy in a cutscene.
Brother, it is over. You did it.
Really?
Brother!
Is Titus gonna be like all changed and fucked up now?
Rise, Titus. Your duty is not yet done.
Should be like, can I just sit for like 5 minutes?
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, last boss fight sequence, not great. Rest of it was pretty good. I mean, it was visually striking, that last sequence, but they should have actually had us do it, not had this, you know, like cinematic. Like have us have to dodge around the giant Titan demon and get up to the key and maybe fight some guys along the way while everybody else is fighting the big demon, and then have the cutscene like when he grabs it to smash it. Residious system, battle barge, resilient. I hope he doesn't still have.
Dimitri and Titus, your decisive actions have saved this system from ruin. And so it is with great pride that I now present you with an honor worthy of your deeds. The laurels of victory.
Wow.
Let every warrior of the Adeptus Astartes see that here stands the true measure of a son of Guilliman.
For the glory of Ultramar!
Courage and honor!
Company dismissed.
But he's like, I never wear a helmet anyway.
Forgive me, brother, that it took me so long to bring you home.
My lord, that's...
Fierce was my wrath when I learned of your detention. In their arrogant suspicion, the Inquisition failed to recognize the truth. That no evil will ever overcome a devotion such as yours.
Watch.
Thank you,
He's-
my lord.
He still has the pieces
There
of
is
the
a
shard.
mission. It will take you away from the Second Company for a time.
As you command, Chapter Master.
The Brother Chaplain will brief you. It was he that suggested you for the task.
Uh-oh. I don't trust him.
Lord, the sword of Kauth is ready to depart.
Thank you, Captain. My ship will convey you to your destination. I shall be glad of your company.
Titus,
Yeah, you owe me an
it has
apology.
been an honor.
It has indeed, my captain.
I hear you'll be taking your leave of us. Not for too long, I hope. Emperor guide you.
And you, sir. Brothers, I am called to serve elsewhere.
You'll be missed, my lord.
I will not forget the blood we have drawn together.
Nor shall we.
I owe you both a debt. You have restored my faith in brotherhood.
We shall await your return.
Courage and honor.
Courage and honor.
Good stuff.
Titus,
Lord Calgar has informed you of your assignment. Good. I will brief you en route.
You are joining us.
I am.
Very good, my lord.
You have done well. You have won the trust of your brothers. And of the chapter master. But know this, Titus. The stain of suspicion never completely fades. I will be watching you, should you falter on the path for even a moment.
What's with these weird angles?
I will show no mercy.
Leandros.
Do I know him?
It is time.
Is he from the first game? I don't recall him. Shoot. That, was he the hot-headed guy from the first game? Because obviously the other guy got corrupted. Well, actually, I think he was just killed. There's like a young guy and an old guy. The old guy got murked. He definitely said it like that name should mean something to me, but it doesn't. I don't remember. It sounds familiar. I just don't remember where it's from. Maybe I should be keeping better track of names in this game. All right. Well, that was a pretty good game, I do have to say. I do have some minor problems with it, which I've kind of griped about the entire time that I was playing it. So obviously, if you all have been watching the series, you know my gripes about the game. But for the most part, it's really fun. It's very pretty. Level of detail and just the epicness of the sets. It's just very, very 40K. Also, nice amount of variety between the 3 different planets. I will say that I appreciate that. Not to mention having the warp at the end. I don't think I've ever played a game, a 40K game, where you go into the warp. Like in Dawn of War, they show ships going into the warp, but I didn't even know that there was, like, physical land. I mean, I suppose there has to be something like it, right? But anyway, so yeah, great. Honestly, I have to say I really like the characters too. 40K stories are not known for their depth, right? They tend to be pretty shallow. Although there's always a little bit of traitor, like backstabbing and stuff like that as people get corrupted. Like that is a central theme of any battle with the prime enemy, or what do they call them? Something like that. The great enemy, the prime enemy, something. Like, look at these hive cities. Okay, we're looping now because I remember this one. The gun's up on the wall there. But yeah, there's like one picture that was like really epic, like a hive city fading off into the mists. Yeah, so really, definitely fun game. Great characters. Pretty good dialogue. I mean, it's 40K dialogue. It's just over the top, like super Chad, masculine, like no subtlety whatsoever. It's just like, oh, what was that? A little pause there. A little stutter. Yeah, cool enemies, cool bosses. We didn't get to see the Hive Tyrant or whatever it was called, but I mean, maybe that comes up in multiplayer or something like that, which I might end up having to play. I don't know. I mean, if there's a lot more that I haven't seen, I do kind of want to get my money's worth, you know? I want to see everything. I want to do everything. Not a full completionist, but I'd like to at least see everything, you know? So yeah, combat was good. It's got a nice battle flow, especially once you start to learn the combinations and stuff. It seems like some of the moves don't interrupt the way that they probably should. Like, if you're finishing off a slash and another character does the blue-green bing thing that's like, oh, attack incoming, and you press the attack key, it should interrupt that slash. Like, you shouldn't be penalized for being mid-attack. You should be able to switch to a block, which doesn't seem like it's very good at. And the same goes for the dodging, too. The dodge distance is very short as well. And for, like, big enemies, it's a little bit annoying. Like, I kind of expect to move a lot further. Because you can kind of chain it. You press the dodge button twice, but it's also really slow if you do that. So I don't know. I feel like it would have been better if the dodge were further, if there's a little bit more responsiveness in those defensive moves. Probably could have used a little bit more variety in the weapons. Like, pretty much all the guns are the same, except with minor changes, like having plasma so that there's like a charge up, or the Melta gun there, which is kind of like almost feels like a shotgun roll. Actually, you know what? We only used the Melta like flamethrower thing, the heavy weapon, once. I wonder if there were more of them around, or if, I don't know, you just don't get them very much. Yeah, the heavy machine gun was cool. Yeah, melee weapons, I mean, they had different, like, finishing animations and stuff, which does add to the variety a little bit. Makes it kind of fun. They definitely have different speeds. Like, the lighter ones are better for large hordes, so you can slash quickly, change directions quickly. Slash guys coming at you from the left, slash guys coming at you from the right. You're not as locked in as some of the other melee weapons, but they're all fairly fast. I don't feel like any of them kind of really weighed me down too much, but you can definitely tell that there's a difference in the attack speed. Yeah, that right there was the shot that I was talking about with the Hive City fading fading off into the mist. I thought was really, really nice. In terms of the worlds, I think that the second world was probably the most interesting. You start off with the jungle world, then you go to the city, the ruined city world. It had a very nice, like, World War II kind of vibe to it, fighting in all the ruins. And also having lots and lots of Tyranids just, like, swarming through those ruins. Very epic. Great, some very amazing shots of just, like, swarms of Tyranids coming up against, like, a battle line of Imperials with some tanks behind, and just, like, trying to thin the horde before it gets to them. So I'd say that part was probably the peak of the game, for me at least. Definitely like that. But yeah, I'd say that City World was the best. Jungle World was probably the second best for me, in my opinion. Although it's a little bit difficult to navigate in places where you're just like, there's a whole bunch of paths going off from like a central area and stuff. It's like a lot of times it wasn't clear exactly where it wanted us to go. That picture right there. And then I would say that the Grave World was the least interesting, but it did have... It was more relevant to the story, so it you know, it makes sense in that aspect. It definitely adds a lot because of that. I might be a little bit disappointed that we didn't see Necrons. I mean, there were some Necron corpses. That down there, underground, I think is clearly a tomb world. In fact, I'm pretty sure that they talked about it. But we didn't actually get to fight any Necrons. All we saw was some, like, either sleeping or destroyed Necron machines. Well, I suppose that they can't really be destroyed, can they? So, because if you kill them, they just kind of go back to sleep, right? So... I don't know, is there any way to really kill a Necron? Can you, like, drop them into, like, a sun or something? Not entirely sure. If you drop enough Necrons into a sun, does it just become a Necron star? It's kind of a cool idea. What are we looking at here? Who are these people? Jojo, Honey. Are these just, like, thanks, too? I have no idea what all these things are. Are these pets? Okay, I guess they must be. Because a lot of them say cat and dog. Alright. Does this just loop? Content. I try to sit through all the credits. I mean, these people have spent a lot of time and effort on this. The least I can do is let their names scroll on the screen. For a game that I enjoyed. I mean, I let people's names scroll on the screen for games I don't enjoy. You know, it's a monumental effort. So, you know, having their moment of glory is. I mean, it's what you work towards. Like, there's not a lot of money in being well, unless you get a surprise hit, which I suppose this game sort of was, but the day-to-day in the trenches drudgery of being a video game developer. I mean, it's fun in that you get to do something creative, but you definitely don't get paid the same as somebody of the same quality doing, like, I don't know, medical database programming or something like that. You know, it's like you can do something dry and boring and make a lot of money, or you can try to do something fun like this, but there's a cost, you know. So I mean, I'm willing to let them have their special thanks, and their production babies, and their production pets. I'm pretty sure we already went through pets. Maybe I'll have to go back and look at that again. Pull up entertainment. Oh, so some of these might be contractors. Yeah, it's possible that Saber didn't have enough people in-house, or they had to... Maybe there was some kind of specialization that they needed to get it from outside vendors, like multiplayer or something like that. I worked for for a video game outsourcing company for a while. That's kind of rough work too, because you're costing the company money, the client company money, and so you're always kind of considered to be like almost like the bad guy, because you're not an employee, but you're getting paid, and yeah, and it's all with sort of the knowledge that that the employment that you're only working together temporarily anyway. So it's like there's sort of this implicit desire not to form bonds. So yeah, it can be a little bit adversarial. So yeah, I mean, working in the video game industry is not all sunshine and roses, despite what people think. Although I think at this point it's kind of gotten out there that it is actually kind of rough work, and you do it for the love of it. There's a little bit of starving artist syndrome. But every once in a while, they make a big hit. Unfortunately, the people who get rich off of it tend to be the financiers, not the people who actually built the product. But I have heard that Saber made so much off of this game that let's just say that they're going to be stable for a while. And I don't think they're going to have to be quite as beholden to the financiers as a lot of the rest of the industry is, hat in hand, begging for money. Like, that happens a lot. It's pretty rough. And then you end up selling your soul. Not actually, but you end up selling your baby, pretty much. Go to somebody with a great idea. They pay you a bunch of money. It becomes their idea. You need 2 years to do it. A year and a half in, they're like, no, we're done. Just put it together with the bow. We need to sell it. That happens a lot too. Anyway, so more about this game, I suppose. Cinematics are really good. I really liked I assume it's mocap and stuff like that, but even like the mouth mocap was really good. The Space Marines, like how grizzled and nasty they are, like their face is all scarred up, and like these guys have gone through this shit, So that was good. They weren't all like, I don't know, maybe Space Marines have always been that way. But it's good to see that, like, it looks like they've gone through the ringer. They're not all clean and like supermodel. Although, I mean, they do have like the supermodel jaw lines and stuff like that. Like, a lot of them are. Although Titus he's a very like normal guy, like haircut and stuff. He's just like, he looks like just like a normal dude, like 45-year-old kind of, father of 3, getting back from, in his 8-year-old SUV, from working an insurance salesman or as an insurance salesman or something like that. It's just like such a normal looking dude, aside from the scars and the metal things in his head and the giant armor, of course. But yeah, like the haircut totally doesn't fit a Space Marine. It's just so normal, and I think that in some ways that's kind of what they're going for, right? It's like, this is the normal life of a Space Marine. So yeah, animations were good. Textures were awesome. really like that guy with the double machine guns. I liked a lot of the little details on your companions and stuff. Like, not all the armors are the same. In fact, they're quite different. Bosses were pretty cool. From what you can see of them, anyway. Like, a lot of the times I'm trying not to get killed, so I'm not like, oh my god, look at the little details on his beat claws, you know? Oh my goodness, Sandbox Strategies, I've worked with them. I'll have to congratulate them for that. Yeah, they were going to be my PR firm for something that I ended up not shipping. Oh, jeez, now I feel bad. Yeah, I should probably reach out to them and be like, hey, congratulations. Game that you worked on, promoted, whatever, did events. I mean, I have no idea how much involvement they had in this, if they were just like doing marketing and outreach, or if they were like much more involved. Sorry, we got a bit of a cough. A lot of Eastern European names here. Or maybe Russian. I think Saber is Polish? Not entirely sure. Very Russian names, though. Or Eastern European, one or the other. I mean, jeez. Art Vostok. Okay, so clearly these guys did a lot of... Why is that person there twice? But yeah, clearly a lot of contractors and stuff. Oh my goodness. Crazy number of contractors. So these are 3DR contracts. We haven't even gone on it. They're probably going to have sound contracts too. Usually it goes production, like production, direction, developers, artists, sound people, QA people. Writers might come in before engineers too. Not sure. Voice actors. So, yeah, I mean, one thing I was kind of thinking about is, first game, I'm not sure who the Chaos Marines were. But they were Khorne-based, I believe. So now we have Zeech. So Space Marine 3 will probably be either Nurgle or Slaanesh, right? Slaanesh will be difficult because they'll have to have like boobs and stuff. I'm sure that they could just, yeah, find ways to cover it up, but. Oh my goodness. Anyway. On to the next game, I guess. So I'm so far behind in uploading stuff that this probably won't even get uploaded until like 2025 or so. So I'm playing this at the at the end of October. I kind of wanted to play it like right as soon as it dropped, but I had to play through the original one, and I didn't finish it up in time. But now we're sort of on the verge of Stalker 2 coming out, and I'm very interested in the Stalker universe. I've read the book being Roadside Picnic, of course. A big fan of the book. So I kind of wanted to play through all the Stalker games before Stalker 2 dropped, but there's no way I'm going to be able to at this point. I'd have to basically make it my full-time job. Even then, it would be difficult, probably, to get it done in time. Because, I mean, there's like 3 games or something, and they're pretty long. So... my goodness. But yeah, in the books, the beginning of the books is so fascinating. How they talk about where they could figure, like how they figured out where the aliens came from, which is like the very first thing that they talk about. By the angles of like where they landed on the Earth. And yeah, just like the first couple chapters are like the best part, where you're just sort of getting introduced to the idea of the zone. And you have Red going in there to get artifacts out for the Institute. Oh my goodness, Total Biscuit got mentioned. Wow. But yeah, like one of the best parts is like, well, maybe I should talk about it in Stalker, because we're at the end of the credits now. Oh, what is this? Switch game mode. There is only war. Continue your fight. Although Titus' story is over for now, the fight has just begun. Continue the battle in one of the other game modes. Operations. Lead a unique combat squad to complete missions in Operations game mode. Choose war gear upgrades and appearance customizations. Then we have Eternal War. Conquer your foes in Eternal War game mode. Unlock and customize equipment while competing against other players in multiple game types. All right, well, hey, I mean, these are probably worth checking out. How do I do that? So, operations. Oh, hello. Hi. Poke around here a little bit. So none of the other areas unlocked, so I was completely wrong about that. So I suppose maybe that's one way to do it. Let's see if down here does one of the modes. Nope. I'm just completely wrong about this. I might do another episode just to explore some of this stuff, because we are well over an hour at this point. Yeah, let's wrap it up here. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe share, maybe subscribe. New episodes every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada. And I guess next we'll probably do Stalker. But before that, I'm going to go and check out all this other stuff. So I hope that you'll join me for that. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.